I gotta start posting. I gotta post everything. All right, freaky characters. TommyNFG.
Husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
I'm glad we waited.
This world has been full of freaks since before humans were roaming. And when watching any TV show, I feel like there's always one character dedicated to the freak position. Like, even in non-adult shows, you have your simps all around. It's like when the horny drive takes over, people totally forget about everything around them. It grabs you by the chest and doesn't let go. Which is probably something Johnny Bravo would do. Johnny Bravo by far passes all cartoon down bad characters. And really looking back at it, how the hell is this show age rated for 10+? There's no way nowadays they're gonna let a character like Johnny Bravo air on TV for kids to watch.
Shut up.
Fun fact though, apparently Seth MacFarlane and Butch Hartman both wrote for the show. Kinda crazy considering one went to make the most wild adult cartoon to ever exist, and another made the most family-friendly cartoons to ever exist. But for people that haven't seen Johnny
really?
Bravo,
I didn't know that.
You young as f***, and you've never seen Johnny Bravo? I know you grew up watching Cocomelon and all. Like, are you even old enough to watch this video? The premise of Johnny Bravo is very simple. Johnny Bravo tries to get with any girl within his peripheral. Johnny Bravo is the perfect definition of doing anything for the hoes. Think of the worst thing your homie could do that's absolutely down bad. Sending gifts and money to OnlyFans girls, throwing their friends under the bus to look cool. Johnny Bravo's whole origin story of how he even got buff was literally because he wanted to
get the hoes.
Girl. And believe it or not, he did it in 6 weeks. I don't know what type of steroids this man took to go from this to this, but hand them to me. I don't care about the side effects. I've been working out for 4 years and I'm not even close to that. That's how you know the horny drive has a different type of power.
Well, you gotta start eating your protein, Tommy.
Apple Jacks to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Don't want to finish the name because YouTube might confuse it for another word and age restrict this video. But that's my point. You know what? I actually understand it. That's every guy's origin story for getting started in the gym. But I'm still on that origin story, and it's
you think
4 years.
Johnny Bravo, bro? I ain't gonna lie, Johnny Bravo in this day and age is probably dangerous.
And there was no towing the line. He decimated the line if there ever was a line. There was never a line. This man had the riz of what a dude who watches Alpha podcast thinks he has to do to pull girls. Flexing in front of them, and grabbing their shoulders and massaging them, then pulling out his phone. They're gonna automatically put their number in it because they're so infatuated with it. If Johnny Bravo was a real he'd be the type of dude to start punching you in front of the hose all of a sudden. Pulling some WWE and karate moves out the blue like he's training to be the next Dragon Warrior. There is no lengths Johnny Bravo wouldn't take to make it work. In one episode, he literally dressed like a girl to impress this girl. I really don't understand how this would work. Like, if we ain't talking
bro, trying to be dude. Oh my god.
Degenerate, then how is she gonna want you after this? You'd have a better chance with Lil Nas X. My man's even got drafted to the military and started flirting with his sergeant. Do you see her face of horror? How do you make a military sergeant even feel this way? He definitely got exploded in a bomb testing site after this. There was an episode where he was on furry timing, and I don't know what happened after this, but it can't be good. But by
excuse me?
The worst moment I've seen from Johnny Bravo is
Trouble Teen Hotline. Your boyfriend left you? So, what are you wearing?
Dude,
why?
Case, why is he around? Certified lover boy?
What's the hotline?
Trouble Teen Hotline.
Trouble Teen Hotline? Oh, yeah, no, you got it.
Your boyfriend left you? So, what are you wearing?
Why? Excuse me?
Case, why is he around? Certified lover boy? Certified
yeah, I've heard enough. Lock this man the f up. As a matter of fact,
he is wigging.
Johnny Bravo not locked up.
Is this Drake?
To every single woman that's existed in a 5-mile radius from him. Like, him and Quagmire could really be twins. Quagmire is so freaky, he got a whole catchphrase for when he feels horny. And I don't know how we be pulling the baddest in the world while saying giggity giggity goo.
Nah, the OG episodes, he be wigging.
Accolades while being 61. At 61, I'd be
Quagmire's 61
without downing 5 rhino pills. It already takes me about 2 to get through the day. It's weirdly impressive to me though, because it takes a lot of strength to keep up with that for 40 years in a row. They gotta put this man's energy to some type of different use. Like in that one episode where he first found out about internet porn, and his arm came out the size of a bodybuilder. People work their
Crazy.
whole life to get that, bro. You know Quagmire's a freak when he got a house with things set up in each corner for a different type of kink. Like, I don't know how bro could even let his family in his house when in one corner you have a leg spreader 4000. In another corner you have a pegging pounder 3000. And it doesn't matter, he has all different
Bro
types
talking
of
about
sex
Ron.
traps set around the house too. Quahog police move at snail speed because how is this man not arrested? His friend who's a whole ass cop knows about what he be up to and doesn't even care. Like, I'm just realizing how crazy that is because in reality
system
that
corrupted.
happens more than people think. Like,
Yup.
yo, I don't care if you're in a wheelchair. Put
7
that shit
TV
to work and
emote.
roll to your boss to write this man up. Quagmire gotta be one of the most slimy
Look at this.
Like, how you about to get with your friend's wife? For y'all that don't know, he hooked up with Cleveland's ex-wife when they were still together. And then you're gonna start dating your best friend's daughter. He waited for it
And he's
too.
doing this at 61 allegedly. It's crazy. I can't see the emote.
He waited for Meg to turn 18 and then he made his move. It's beyond
Oh,
me
there you
how
go.
Peter didn't execute him at that
Oh,
point.
nah,
He
what is
gleefully stayed friends
this?
After that. Quagmire's lucky Peter's the most sped on the planet because if it was anyone else,
What happened to his
he also
arms?
married Lois and had kids with her in an episode where they were in a different universe. If I saw that, I don't care if it's a different universe. I'm dropping this on the spot. I wouldn't even.
Yeah, I'm
want
putting that
my
name on
homies
his
to have the
head.
audacity to do that in a different universe. And while we're on Family Guy, we gotta include Herbert the pervert. I don't know if it's him.
Yeah, he
being
got
a
it
freak more
too.
than him being a vicious predator. Herbert is another example of a character that would not pass by if he came out today. They don't even show him anymore in Family Guy because of how wild he was. Like the amount of
He used to be
methods he
chasing
used to
people.
spawn the children. I'm thinking he was a former CIA or FBI agent. He must have been at this for 50 years. And the Quahog parents are completely blind to it 24/7. Like, how do you not notice this?
Yeah, this is what I was talking about.
90-year-old man chasing kids in the street?
My
I feel
goat.
so
Brian,
bad for
oh.
Chris is
Bro, I did not see the Brian part. I thought you was talking about, bro. All I saw was my goat. Excuse me?
a victim since before I was even born. I mean, his parents are Peter and Lois, so I'm not really surprised. Someone who has no parents, though, is Denji. And he's also a freak also, you know, that's why he's in the video.
No, Denji a freak,
is easily
too.
the face of modern freaky around the world. He likes to get walked like a dog. He likes to bark for women. Never in my life am I...
Bro, it is crazy. There's people in real life that be doing this. You know the girl that be kicking dudes in the nuts? Oh my god.
Getting walked like a dog or barking
Like,
for a girl.
what
You could get
in the
any
world
woman in the world
is
and I
wrong with
promise
you?
it's not happening. I mean, his whole goal in life, admiration, and the entire story.
Why do you know her name?
Motivates him to work the hardest is to lose his vehicle.
Podium
I'm
and
genuinely
freaked out.
wondering what's about to happen to him when he finally does. Does he just go to a grass field living his days out while staring at the sunset? The perfect way to end off Chainsaw Man is he finally gets to lose it and goes, wow.
She went on
That
Max stream
was
last night? Oh yeah, he
more
did the
hype
yacht
than I
party.
thought it was gonna be. I knew Denji was a freaky ass.
I didn't even watch that stream. I gotta go watch it.
He completely decimates and kills this purple devil in broad daylight, all off the promise from Power that he could feel her tatas after, potentially risking
So
his
weird.
whole life on getting a cop.
I ain't that freaky.
And I'm not gonna
What?
spoil it for people because I have read a lot of the manga and just know it only gets worse from where the anime is. You know what? I could hate on it.
That
for
is
being
crazy.
Such a dumb reason why.
I need to read this.
It works at the end of the day. So hey, motivate.
Bro, the fact that Slat is so swole out of nowhere, I don't remember him I don't remember the transition from him being skinny to swole. Like, bro, when did that happen?
To motivate. Better than a lot of freaky dudes on the list. But I feel bad because Denji's more of a victim than anything. Versus starts off with him basically getting groomed by Makima and then Himino, who are both in their mid-20s while he's 16. They on that Drake
Oh,
type of
nah.
It's crazy because if this
Bro,
manga-
did y'all know that the age of consent in Japan used to be 13 and they just changed it like 2 years ago? DatboiDame #1 on this list? What are you talking about? Yes, that is crazy.
was the exact
I think they changed it to 16, but it used to be 13. Why did it take so long for this emote to pop up?
a bunch of older dudes with this 16-year-old girl, yeah, it would be completely GG's. Someone else who's completely down bad to the max is Pepe Le Pew. Now,
Nah,
I know
he a
how many of
harasser.
y'all know
Top
this
of the line
smoke from
harasser.
Looney Tunes, but if you don't, then it's probably better you don't. First off, just the thought of a freaky ass skunk is kind of funny. Like,
Nigeria,
out of all
age of
animals,
consent.
choose the most
Why should it be
disgusting
9?
Animal out there. Pepe Le Pew is freaky just like the others, but it's more the fact that he sneaks up and grabs girl.
The age of consent in Nigeria is 11. How old are you when you're 11? 5th grade? What the fuck? Some people just be out of the loop. I think it's just because it's like a dated thing, you know. But the thing is, Nigeria is not a. Are they like a third world country or are they second? I know there's like a developing country. Developing country is kind of like the middle ground. Because Nigeria got electricity and plumbing there.
Cats then violently kisses them. And I'm more confused on the fact that his love interest is a cat. I did search it up, and it is true that cats and skunks can indeed not procreate. So I don't know how their relationship works, but it's not gonna be normal. His character was so controversial that Warner Bros. Completely removed him. That should just show how freaky this skunk really was. Now, apparently some people want to...
Why is I'm Dante the second... I'm just checking the YouTube trending. The number one video that's trending is Not Like Us. The second video is I'm Dante reacts to Not Like Us. This man got 1 million views in one day, and he made the reaction 20 minutes. Dante is hilarious. He was Fido. He got mashing. But what you talking about?
Looney Tunes universe. I don't know how they would pull this off when the whole image is coming up behind people unannounced and violently touching them. But who knows? Maybe they'll give the skunk a nice little shave, give him a new outfit with some clean shoes, a new attitude, and boom, he's back. Last we got Finn from Adventure Time. People fail to forget that Finn was
Dante got mashing.
Badass. He was also a freak. Like, tell me right now why out of all Finn's relationships he was in through all of Adventure Time, that he never had a relationship with a single human girl. This man was trying to get some candy cheeks.
There was no humans in Adventure Time, so what is he talking about?
For getting human cheeks. He's never had a relationship with a single human girl in the entire show's run. This man was messing with bubblegum, and as we know...
Yeah, I know at the end when they went to the island, and because Susan was from there and stuff like that, but I'm talking about, like, aside from them, he didn't know no humans. He knew the different candy people, the different princesses, who were all different, like, different materials or whatever. And then Flame Princess, different elements and materials. Like, bro, they don't see humans until, like, damn near the end of the show.
Really fumbled. And I found out later on that she apparently got with Marceline at the end of the story.
Yep.
Not only did he turn one girl to switch sides, but two. I think something was just wrong with this man.
Oh my god. That episode used to have me in tears.
Name all the types of people Finn got with before he got with the human. A fire person, a forest person, a pillow person,
see?
A bee person,
yeah.
And a worm? I'm not joking. There's an episode where he actually marries a worm. Technically, in the episode,
bro, the pillow one's crazy. Bro lived his whole life in the pillow, that little pillow world shit. That shit crazy.
Dream, but I've never had a dream where I married a worm. I guess since he's a worm too, it's
Finn got W
Reeds. This is kind of making me
my bad.
Never finish the show. Like, just doing research alone for this video confused me. When I was watching, man, it was just Finn and Jay goofing off in a treehouse going to the land of candy people sometimes. It took a complete turn, I guess. But
the story not bad, though.
Talk about freak so much or else I'll turn it. Overall, a lot of these characters, Quagmire, Johnny Bravo, and Herbert, should definitely be put on a list. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always,
I'm trying to think, who is somebody he forgot that he could have added?
I'm out.
He could have added Meliodas from Seven Deadly Sins. I don't know if you watched that. He a freak. The dude that was in Sword Art Online, the second part, not the second season, the second part, not the first part, the second part. That dude's freaked out. DatboiDame, yeah, we in the video.